What time is it, Mimi? What time is it? Couldn't shut her up before. It's time for the weekly heat, guys. Yes, I know.
I did another version of that, and she
pressed stop.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome again.
Hello. On this late afternoon edition of the Weekly Heat. Guess what? This is the 10th Weekly Heat.
Wow.
It's not the 10th week.
10th
Because
weekly heat.
we skipped a bunch.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah. We had a couple Weekly Heats that were 2 weeks.
Oh. Nina, stop.
But yeah, this is the 10th one, so that's kind of a milestone of some kind.
I'd just like to apologise for this. It's been a rough day.
We're doing this at almost 7 o'clock on Saturday because we were at the hospital.
Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of issues today. This past week's been
She
tough.
had a baby.
We've had a lot of health issues this week, and it's been super hot. And I ended up in the ER because, well,
You don't have to get into it.
I think people need to know. Not in huge detail. It's been a very bad day, guys. Basically, I developed IBS years and years and years and years and years ago with being stressed out all the time. And because of that, I get a bad belly all the time. And other complications, which you can probably work out. But
I couldn't.
No?
No. But go ahead.
Well, other complications that arise from...
It's okay. It's
well,
okay.
Anyway.
It's okay.
Moving along, I've
Yeah.
been in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Like crying like an idiot, haven't I? I've not been able to sleep. So I ended up in the ER. So that was a humiliating experience, but now I'm on Norco, so everything's peachy. Everything is considerably better than it was earlier.
Yeah.
So...
and to steal your thunder, my
Yeah,
jaw
understood.
keeps hurting.
So it's like one end or the other. We're having problems. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's humiliating and it's gross and horrible. But I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I probably will. But yeah, so that's been tricky.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of things that I need to do and I haven't been able to sit or stand or get comfortable in any position all week. So it's been tough, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been horrible. But I don't mean it like moaning or anything, but it's just been a rough week. And
Yeah.
on top of that, it's been like freaking
It's been
hotter than
hot,
Hades.
but it hasn't been ridiculous, I don't think.
No?
I don't know. Are you serious?
Before you say, I probably shouldn't be drinking anything with Norco. I understand that. But quite frankly, I haven't slept for 3 days, so I'm knocking myself out right now. So please don't tell me off or judge me.
She was like,
I was
glug,
trying
glug,
to hide
glug.
it.
Yeah, so with all of these problems, with a bit of finagling, we were able to put this week's Waffle Ramble up.
Yes, it was a day
Our
late.
patrons. Yes.
It was a day late, but we still got it.
Yes. And
Done.
it's, we kind of talked about some comments that were left from the episode previous, and then we talked about things we hate.
Not serious, political, awful things. Things from childhood, or not just childhood, just
No.
ridiculous, random little things that we hate. And it was quite funny, I thought. Not sure if anyone else will, but we thought it was funny, didn't we?
Yeah, so you could head over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/BlackStarHomestead, to hear that podcast. And we got a couple more patrons this week.
Yes, we did. Thank you so much.
For the shout outs.
So much. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Anne-Marie. You are legends. And we are eternally grateful.
Yes, those were
seriously,
our new ones.
Yeah.
And
Gail and Lauren, of course, you are the best. Seriously. And really
I didn't know how we were going to do that.
What?
Because we don't plan this.
No, as you can probably tell.
Yeah.
But also, we just wanted to say thank you as well to everybody who comments and who gives us advice. That you can tell we painfully need it. We painfully need as much advice. Now you're doing the weekly heat.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just want to say huge thank you to everybody, because we couldn't do it without you guys. Seriously, knowing that you're on board and just following along, it's very reassuring.
And on that topic too, I wanted to talk about a couple of videos that we put up this week, because one was kind of like a sappy kind of video, because between us not feeling well, there was some stuff going on that got me down a little bit, and everyone was so great to me in the comments for that.
Seriously, you're just amazing. Just hearing
everybody
awesome. Saying that you've got our backs and you care what's going on. That honestly, it sounds soppy, but it means a huge amount to us, doesn't it? We're just like, oh my god, that's so nice. It's like crazy, and we love it. It's so nice. Just
so you guys know what's going on, in brief, because of the schooling situation for this school year, our kid is only here kind of like half the time right now, and
we miss her. It's hard for
it's
you,
really hard. Yeah, but that's basically it. That was like the crux of it.
Yeah, it was getting you down, wasn't it?
Yeah, and when I talk about it, it gets me down, but then when I think about it, I'm like, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, everything's fine. She's right there, you know? Like, right now she's right there.
Oh.
But, right there. And it's not that big of a deal. But
I think it just makes everything frustrating, because we want to get things to a point where she's going to have her own privacy and her own comfort, but still be here and actually enjoy being able to hang out in comfort, you know, instead of being in a hot tin can.
Yeah, and another thing is, and I know some of you who are doing a similar kind of thing probably feel the same way. Like, one of the reasons why we wanted to do this, like have a homestead and off-grid life and all this stuff, was something to kind of bring the family together, like to be able to build together, to be able to plan together, and really like put together like the life that we want to have out here. So when that is like the main reason for everything, and then
we're not all one here of those, to share it.
Yeah, it really gets you.
It does. But we keep saying to each other, like, we're not at the position yet where, like, we're really cracking on with things. Like, that's going to change hopefully in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But up till now, it's been surviving really, and just getting into a routine and working out what the landscape is like, what the weather's like, what things we can do and what we can't do, you know? So really, it's okay. We're not missing too much yet, you know?
And on a more humorous note, I guess, I just want everyone to understand that the video that I posted that said beef dogs from last week does not mean that the hot dogs were from like a week ago. It was that I recorded the video a week ago and then didn't want to put it out because of the whole like Geiger counter.
It sounds like we're in Chernobyl.
Yeah. Which we possibly could be. There's no one else living around here. Like, maybe they know something we don't. But I think it's just when my phone gets hot, it starts clicking.
He's dropped it so many times, seriously. I don't know how it's still working.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Barely.
know if I could
I want to just
show you, like,
look
you
at
can't
it.
really see the, well, maybe you can. I got like a
pretty bad.
screen guard on it that's like from a smaller phone because
It's
it was
just
the
like a
only
piece
one
of
I
plastic
could find.
stuck randomly on
Yeah,
it.
just to hold it in because I kept getting little pieces of glass in
It's
my
holding
finger
the glass together,
when I was like
basically.
running my hand across it. Oh, okay.
We're a wreck. We
Yeah.
really need you guys. As you can probably tell, we're like...
Look at my hair.
I know what's going on with it.
It was because we
I'm half
were
asleep.
driving and the car was windows down. Zoe's going to be giving me a haircut. Or maybe I'll give me a haircut.
Maybe I shouldn't do it today.
Yeah.
That might not be a good idea.
Okay.
I just want to say as well, I got my mum and dad to watch the videos. It wasn't because they didn't want to, it was just because they didn't even know they could. And I just happened to mention it because we miss each other so much, you know. They're over in England and I'm here, and they only get to come out once a year. But I was like, why don't you watch the videos, and then at least you can see what's going on all the time instead of me just telling you, because we Skype each other and stuff, don't we? But it's not the same as them seeing what we're doing regularly. And they're absolutely loving it. So, hi Mama and Dad. Love you.
Hello.
Sorry about that, guys. And the other thing as well is Sharon, my friend that I used to share a studio with back at home. Her and her husband have moved over to Hungary, I believe, where her husband's going to be teaching English at the university there. And that's a huge, big move for them. That, you know, there's no English-speaking people around, and they're completely sort of launched into this new life over there. And they've just been there 3 days or so. So I want to say hi to Sharon and Kev, and that we love you, and we're really happy that they watch our videos as well and they get a laugh.
I mean, you showed her a bunch of like a slideshow of pictures from when you first
she'll
came
know
over
what he's
here.
talking about,
Right?
and I apologise for that, Chaz. Let's move along. Yeah, but we love you very much and very proud of you. That's a huge, big adventure for anybody to do, and seriously, that's full power to them. It's exciting.
Yeah, going to another country when you don't know the language is hard, but like going there to, like, that's where you're living now and that's it.
Yeah, they've sold
That's
everything and
crazy.
moved there, so it's crazy, but they're doing so good. So it's going to be weird, it's bound to be weird, but it's going to be so exciting as well. So huge love to you both, that's awesome.
Well,
and thank you for watching us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
Who are
God.
we?
Who are we?
I'm just kidding. You'll know later.
Do I?
Oh man,
Sorry, I'm not with it.
it's okay.
Still a bit uncomfortable, guys.
Do you want to?
Nope, carry on.
All right. So one of the big things that happened this week that we've been talking about for weeks now was that we finally got a generator.
Oh, yes.
And I had to go to a gajillion different stores because no one had any that were like the size we needed.
We basically needed like over 3,000. We did like one of those weird like watt test things to sort of work out how many watts you're gonna need.
Yeah.
For, you know, for.
Well, on top of that, we just needed to have it be able to kick on our air conditioner.
Yeah.
Because like our air conditioner, I can't remember what wattage it like kicks on at, but it's a lot higher than what it runs at.
Oh, okay.
So like just turning the air conditioner on, can't remember. Anyway, but somehow or another, we figured out we needed like 3,500 watts. And I kept going to like Home Depot, Lowe's, Sears, all these places, and they would have like a 1,000 watt, a 1,500 watt, a 2,000 watt, and a 10,000 watt, or an 8,000 watt. Like there was like no middle ground anywhere. So I'm assuming because it's like the end of August and like dummies, we waited until the end of the summer. Everyone else out here was smarter than us and went and got theirs. So
Got really itchy nose.
yeah, it's really dry out. My eyes are itchy.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're falling to pieces, people.
Yeah, we are. Pathetic.
But we've been going up and down the mountain and stuff today. But anyway, so long story longer. I wanted a 4,000 actually was what I was looking for.
Did you?
Yeah, but when I saw a 3,500, that was kind of like me just throwing in the towel and saying, okay, let's go.
That'll do.
And the only thing that I was like, I don't know if I want this one, is because I was talking to the guy who was trying to sell it to me, and I'm like, is it very loud? And he's like, yes. And I said, huh? Oh, there's old Blue.
Oh.
And apparently there are much quieter generators, but they either are extremely expensive for the amount of wattage that I wanted out of them, or they're very quiet with like hardly any wattage coming out of them. So
This is the point where Bill is going to say, if you've got a propane one, they're really quiet.
Dude, I couldn't see a propane one at any place I went to. So that wasn't even like
We didn't disregard your advice. It was
because
just
honestly, we were going to just order one on Amazon.
Yeah.
Because like for the last however many years, we've been very not loyal Amazon shoppers.
I would
but
say
like
I'm a loyal Amazon shopper.
It would be like if we were just talking about something, you would go, oh, ordered. It'll be here on Tuesday. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? And you're like, well, I just ordered this and that, and it's okay. And there was some add-on stuff, and I got that too, and it's all right.
I do. I love Amazon, but now we can't do that.
It's like we don't understand what's going on, because sometimes it's like, yes, you can have Amazon deliver to a post office box because no one will deliver to our house or wherever the hell this is. No one will deliver here, except one time they did, and then another time they lost a package.
That was FedEx.
It was FedEx from Amazon.
Yeah.
But FedEx is also the one that lost the other package.
Yeah.
And then when they tried to send it back to us, they said that the address is wrong. And I'm like, how the hell could the address be wrong if you
managed to deliver one thing?
Like,
it's
and then
annoying.
UPS won't do it. They just drive down our street and stare at me.
And carry on driving.
And I get really upset.
So we're going to have to, like, work it out. I think
I know there's a way to do it. We just have to make sure that the shipping option we pick is
USPS.
USPS.
And then we should be okay.
We should be okay.
Wood.
But for some reason, there's some there's some items on Amazon that if you just say that you're delivering it to a post office box, they'll say you can't have this. Like,
yeah, it's really annoying.
So,
so there's so many things, like just little things that I really could do with. Like for my needle felting and stuff, I need to order all sorts of new wools and things, and I just don't know what to do. I'm complete, because it's not the sort of thing that you can just go to Walmart and buy.
Which we don't actually know.
No,
the Walmart craft section down there is ridiculous.
But generally they usually have little kits and things, but they don't have a selection of wools. It's normally something you have to buy, and I'm just worried because
is there a Michaels down there?
I don't think there is. There might be one over in
the other way.
Yeah, which might be a better option.
Yeah, we'll look into it.
I don't even know if they have it in Michaels. They usually have little kits that you can make like certain little animals with, you know, but it's not like I need bulk amounts.
Like if the people who are watching this are people who are mainly like work from home people who are wanting to do their own homestead and go off grid and do all this stuff, and you actually use Amazon, make sure you look into it very carefully to the area you're wanting to move to and everything else, and find out if they're actually going to ship to you. Because
it's so annoying.
There is a huge amount of stuff that we used to get from Amazon.
Yeah, seriously.
Like even just packaging materials.
Yeah, just easy things that you can get in bulk.
Yeah.
And even eBay and stuff, I just don't know. We haven't tried eBay, but I get a lot of things from eBay as well. That's probably more USPS. That might be a bit more. But it's annoying. We're not even in the middle of nowhere. We can see the road from here, and it's like a hard packed sandy road.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of our little
But
bit
it
of
is
land.
a dirt road.
But it is a dirt road.
So
and
that's
people-
what they get upset about.
It's really annoying.
Which I understand, because if the UPS truck was full and it got stuck on our junky driveway.
Yeah, but they don't have to come up our driveway. I've told them.
No, they don't. And I told him that too. And I
Yeah.
told the FedEx
And we've seen
guy,
it going up the other dirt road.
Yeah.
To go up, because there's like little clusters of residences around, very like, you know, like little farmsteads and
sparse,
things.
yeah.
But there's like clusters where they obviously have to go and deliver stuff, and they go up there all the time. It's just they won't, because this is new, I guess, and they're not familiar with it. But anyway,
So anyway, I would just say to
just
look
be
into
careful, yeah, because it's frustrating, especially when you're trying to get set up and you need lots of little silly bits of stuff.
that. Yeah.
Like
Twinkly lights. The other things that we got some tarp that we actually
I don't think
know.
I told them about my lights.
Them who?
The guys. The guys.
Our friends here?
Yeah.
About your twinkly lights?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll sit here for a little bit. Go ahead.
The rat chewed through my wire, and now my twinkly lights don't work. And I've even spliced it. Oh, I think I did tell them.
I think we did the splice
I
story
spliced it together, and it worked for a little bit, and then it stopped, and that's it. And it's not.
I think it's because Gizmo got stuck in the cord when he was coming through there, because the whole thing came out. Newman. But yeah.
I think he's maybe pulled it out of the actual solar bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's really depressing because they were my favourites. It's all wrapped around the wooden pallet bit. You know.
Is
the
there
cute
still
thing.
stuff in that?
Yes.
Because it's like turning into a fly trap. Alright. So, oh yeah, so we got some tarp. We
We
don't
got
know
a
what
tarp.
we're going to do with it. We had an idea, and then that idea kind of got shot down
By
a
me.
little bit. Huh?
What did I shoot down? Oh. Well, that's not shooting it
It's
down.
not shooting down. But we got some shade cloth. And this week, we're probably going to be trying to figure out which, what kind of,
What's the best area?
yeah. And you were looking at like different designs for,
There's a lot of
doing-
them where they have it like, if you can imagine it, they have it like a tent. So you have two higher poles and then two lower poles down here, and you have it like that instead of just a flat area,
yeah.
which might be useful because it goes over us like that. And when it gets down to this side, it's super low. So it doesn't matter what awning you've got above you. It needs to be slanting down. So maybe
Yeah.
if we had it like flat and then down or something. But we're going to work on that, and that needs to be done.
Yeah, and I want to use the poles off of the two broken umbrellas. Because I don't see why we shouldn't use them if we can.
Yeah.
You don't like that idea,
I
huh?
do. I don't know how we're going to get the rope attached to it and stuff. That's all. Because we haven't got, like, much equipment.
Hammer.
Oh, God. Seriously, he's not even joking. He'll hammer it.
I'll take a screwdriver and I'll hammer the screwdriver until it goes through the
Are you listening,
pole.
Bill? This is what I'm
Yeah.
working with right
I'll
here.
let you hold the screwdriver.
Yeah, that's funny.
So that's that.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll have that. And that's pretty much it. We have decided to kind of...
Did you show everybody on the video about the generator yet? I haven't posted the
you haven't posted that one video, and I haven't made a video
We're
about
hopeless,
the
but
generator.
you can
It's just been
understand.
a weird week.
It has, honestly. It's been horrible. I'm
but-
not being, it's not like, in the grand scheme of things, we're fine. But it's just been difficult.
To have
that's
us
all, to get
both
on.
have something that made it to where
It was just
normal
really,
human functionings were like not happening. Because I'd just be sitting there and I would like yawn and I would open my mouth too wide, and then my whole freaking head would just feel like I just got smashed.
Yeah. And I haven't slept hardly.
Yeah.
And just haven't been able to sit to be comfortable to do anything or stand for very long or anything. It's just been painful.
And last night I kept thinking we were gonna go.
We almost went to the 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I just couldn't sleep.
You would have been in and out of that place, man.
I know.
Would have been like boom.
I know.
But anyway, so it's all good. Everything's good. You guys are awesome. And tomorrow, I believe around the same time, we will be doing the live stream to hang out with y'all.
Are we doing it later on, or are we doing it at lunchtime?
I don't know. What do you think?
Depends what time we have to take Shay.
I'll figure that out with Shay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
What's the best way to do it? Should we say for 12, unless things change?
Yeah, it'll probably be 12. And if it's not, we'll do a video saying that it's not and what time it will be.
Yeah, we'll let you know. But aim for around about 12-ish.
Pacific time.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Is there nothing else? I'm sure there was.
Was there?
We're hoping to get...
Oh,
We've been working finances out, and hopefully...
I think this week, actually, we could do it.
Hopefully this week we're pricing up earth bags.
Yeah.
And all the necessary little bits and bobs that we need.
Barbed
wire and tampers and all that kind of thing. And once we get that, then we can start building all sorts of stuff. Which is going to be...
the best.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, but it's also going to be trial and error.
Yeah.
Because we're learning from scratch. We've got loads of books, we've watched loads of videos and stuff, but we haven't ever tried to do it, so...
And, like, honestly, like, if
working out
it's
the
not
soil.
working out, we could just knock it down. Like, it's dirt.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm not at all worried. Like, I feel like this is, like, the most... like, the best trial and error material that you could even use.
Yeah.
You know? So...
But we'll talk about... like designs and things that we're going to have to figure in, all that kind of thing, because it's not going to be huge, but it's got to be big enough to get all the stuff out of the storage shed up in Big Bear down here, because we want to be able to stop paying that every month, which will be amazing, and have everything down here and get rid of the tent, because it's dropping to bits anyway.
Yeah, I actually
it's seriously
gotta
on its last
do
legs.
some repairs.
Yeah. We're going to have to duct tape stuff because it's ripped. And I don't want creepy crawlies getting in all our stuff if they aren't already.
Yeah. Well, alright guys, so we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye!